Christopher Daniels. And his opponent, he is 6'8", 350 pounds. He is the UWF World Heavyweight Champion. He is the monster of Biz.
Seeing Abyss come to the ring carrying heavy metal. He's got the most precious metal coming to the ring here tonight, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
It was controversial circumstances that brought Abyss the World Heavyweight Championship, but he has since gone on to pin Sting, the former champion, clean in the middle of the ring. Abyss now the undisputed NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and it is once again, it is another huge, high-profile main event, and it is another first-time ever meeting brought to you by Hermes Sadler and the UWF on these TNA live events, as Christopher Daniels, the X Division champion, goes one-on-one with Abyss for the first time ever.
And I'm telling you what, a way to start the match off. Abyss literally just threw Christopher Daniels right over the top rope and is beating him senseless all over the ringside area, even threatening to beat up Earl Hebner. How do you beat a monster, Brad? How do you beat a monster?
Christopher Daniels, I think pound for pound, one of the best, one of the most versatile wrestlers on the TNA roster. But it's just like you said, you've got to really have something special in your bag of tricks to put a guy like Abyss down.
Daniels, springboard, just landed right on the head of Abyss, and both men just went crashing to the floor.
I tell you, Jeff, he didn't get full body-to-body contact. He didn't get the dive, but what he got was a knee right to the top of the head of Abyss. That might, in some ways, have been more beneficial for Daniels.
Now Daniels able to turn things around after that incredible move. He's got Abyss staggering around the ring.
Abyss goes into the ring post. I don't know if I go with Daniels' strategy trying to out-brawl Abyss.
Abyss is just so big, so strong. Now Daniels going to go to that top rope again. Dives off, crossbody. He's got him hooked in the middle of the ring too. Oh, so close. So close to seeing him become a Double Crown champion.
It's much better strategy for Daniels in the ring. Big bullet forearm. Daniels is feeling it in Nightdale. Ooh, oh, he got caught.
Abyss just scooped him up and slammed him hard to the mat. Look at Abyss. I mean, it's just like he's sitting back waiting for the opportunity to inflict pain. This man enjoys punishing his opponents. And you know, Brad, the sick thing about it is I think he enjoys being punished. We've seen him land in the thumbtacks, wrapped in barbed wire. It's like he enjoys the pain.
There's definitely a lot wrong with Abyss, more than we can really justly get into in the remainder of this particular night.
There's some psychologists that make a living just treating him.
I think that might be how Mitchell makes his money. You never know. Boy, what a unique champion Abyss makes. Can you imagine TNA putting him in like a conference call, a big media appearance? Yeah, the champion has a lot of obligations outside the ring. The champion always has got public appearances. There's always, like I said, conference calls. There's media outlets wanting attention from the heavyweight champion. What a unique champion Abyss is going to make. I want to be at the first press conference for Abyss.
Well, you talk about Abyss, and some big matches he's had is against Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle now in TNA, making quite a wave. You got to believe that Kurt Angle has his eyes set on Abyss and that NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And let's not forget Samoa Joe, who told us flat out right here in Nightdale that he was going to win that title.
He said that Samoa Joe's campaign for the belt was beginning this weekend. And I got to tell you, Nightdale seemed very supportive of Samoa Joe.
They're being quite supportive of Christopher Daniels right now, trying to get him back up to his feet to fight Abyss, as Abyss has just been dropping some monster moves on Daniels to keep him down. Now he's going to choke him on that second rope.
2, 3, 4, let the choke it out, let him up.
Abyss better watch it. If he gets disqualified, Jeff, we know what happens then.
Well, that's right. TNA has instituted a very unusual rule that a title can change hands on a disqualification. It prevents a champion from hiding behind that rule. I agree with that. I think that's a good case. But the bad case is you can have a title changing inadvertently on a disqualification, which is not something that the fans really want to have to see, but it could happen.
Well, I think at the same time, I think it's effective. Oh, good grief. Daniels, good move, takes the champ down.
2.5. That crucifix-like pin from Daniels, and look at that! Drop toe hold sends Abyss into the second turnbuckle.
I ultimately do think it's a good move, though, Jeff, because there's a certain amount of leniency that is allowed when that World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. I don't think you're going to see many petty disqualifications in world title matches.
Tell you what, the way Abyss wrestles, though, a disqualification is always possible. He's a maniac. He's liable to pick up anything. We see him when he brings in chains, he picks up tables, he's got those thumbtacks.
But how much worse, how much more destructive would Abyss be if he were to lose that championship? Oh, God. That is about 350 on the small of the back of the fallen angel.
Abyss gonna do it again, putting all that weight on his back. I'll tell you what, there's some masseuses that do that kind of technique, but they usually don't weigh about 75, 80 pounds when they do it.
It's definitely a lot of pressure and weight. Someone, even a normal-sized individual, but especially someone who is as big and massive, quite frankly, as Abyss.
Now you got Abyss cranking on the neck of Daniels, twisting that neck, and I'll tell you what, you can only imagine the torque that he can put onto your neck with the powerful arms that he has. Literally just about could snap your neck. Daniels in a lot of trouble. He tried to make it to his feet and couldn't do it. Abyss just overpowered him right back to the mat, twisting on that head.
I'll tell you, we really got to commend Earl Hebner right there, looking and checking Christopher Daniels. We've really got to commend Earl. There are some nights that Earl, we get some questionable calls from Earl, but everything tonight has been right down the middle, right on the money.
Daniels firing back, big elbows, turns around and punches into the midsection. Drops the chin right across his head. Abyss, it looks like he staggered him.
Oh, Daniels eats the top turnbuckle. Shock treatment.
He's got him up, Red. This could be the end of Daniels right here. Oh, he connects.
Torture rack drop.
Tell you what, that back is going to need some chiropractic attention after that one.
That might have just crushed the double champ dreams of Daniels. Not only two.
Oh, and Abyss is upset. You see that, Red? He punched the mat. Tell you what, Earl Hebner maybe want to able to move quickly after that.
Keep your distance.
He's getting more angry, Brad. Let's hope this action doesn't spill onto the floor.
I really think Abyss is confused. He's used to seeing the shot treatment as one of his premier moves in matches, and I think it's actually confusing him that it didn't end the match.
Wait a minute. He's going for that chain, just like I told you, Brad.
The heavy metal, as you alluded to, is being brought into play. Now, if Abyss gets DQ'd, he's going to lose the belt.
Earl Hebner taking it away from him. I'll tell you what, that's something I wouldn't want to do to Abyss, take something away from him.
Boy, I tell you, this is a high-profile match for Abyss not to have Father Mitchell in his corner. He needs to thank Earl for just saving the title for him.
Daniels using that quickness to outmaneuver Abyss, and he got the STO.
STO got the big man down, and Daniels looks to be going to the corner. Could it be a springboard? Beautiful. Oh, how close.
2.5 from Earl Hebner. Daniels so close to picking up that World Heavyweight Championship. He's going to try to whip Abyss across the corner, but no, he's too big. Reversed it. Abyss charges in. Nobody home. Big knee.
Good looking knee strike from Daniels. Sends Abyss to the floor, and he will try to fly again, it looks like.
The Angel has wings as he goes over that top rope with a somersault senton. Puts Abyss down to the floor.
Gorgeous move from Daniels as the crowd on their feet chanting TNA, and the Fallen Angel is as close as he has been thus far to being World Heavyweight Champion.
He's got to get Abyss inside that ring to pick up that 3 count and the championship belt. He's got him covered. 2. Earl Hebner's arm was on his way down for the 3 just as Abyss kicked out.
Boy, what an incredible moment it would be. We have talked all year long, Jeff, about how eventually some number of a champion is going to come up on these live events. It's bound to happen. And Christopher Daniels, just days from Christmas, catches the clothesline from Abyss. I was going to say, just a few days away from Christmas in his home state. Daniels originally from just up the road in Fayetteville. What an amazing moment it would be for Daniels to become world champion here in North Carolina. But Abyss might be ready to crush the dream right now.
Went for that choke slam, and Daniels able to slip out. Drops Abyss down face first.
Daniels didn't get the clutch. He didn't get the second half of the combo, but he got the best moonsault ever.
He's gonna go for 2.
Oh, this is a good move.
Double your money. He's got him covered. We're gonna see a championship change right now.
Oh, 2 BMEs. 2 BMEs could not put down the monster.
Brad, every person here in Nightdale just gasped as Earl Hebner pulled up on that 3 count. It was so close. Daniels for the trifecta.
Oh, he didn't get it. He did not get it in Abyss. Abyss absorbed the 2 best moonsaults ever and gets the black hole slam.
And Abyss with the black hole slam retains the championship.
World Heavyweight Champion, the Monster Abyss.
Boy, what an incredible main event, as in his home state of North Carolina, Christopher Daniels comes just a little short of winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us on this and all the other HighSpots.com UWF TNA home releases. For Jeff Harris, this is Brad Stubb saying thank you for your support all year long of the TNA product. Thank you for your continued support in 2007. We will see you tomorrow night in South Hill, Virginia.